iZotope is well known for its many excellent software packages that provide both intermediate and advanced users with the tools they'll need for mixing, mastering, and audio repair, not to mention musical and post-production. Plugins like Alloy, Nectar, and Trash offer advanced processing capabilities for tweaking and polishing the various elements in a mix. Ozone 7 is a one-stop solution for mastering, incorporating numerous modules that can handle any mastering task and even be directed to mix applications as well. And RX contains some of the industry's leading audio repair software, which is capable of fixing problem audio that might otherwise be relegated to the scrap heap. Neutron is another addition to iZotope's collection of mixing tools. Like Alloy, it's a collection of modules that can handle the various processes that mixing typically entails. But Neutron is not simply a standard mixing plugin. It includes several intelligent mixing and processing capabilities that make it much more than just another channel strip. These features allow it to assist the user in some of the more tweaky and technical aspects of mixing, making it easier and more efficient to get on to the creative aspects of the art. Neutron comes in two versions, the regular Neutron plugin and Neutron Advanced. Both have the same basic layout, a channel strip plugin with 5 modules, including an EQ, 2 compressors, a Transient Shaper, and an exciter, along with an output limiter with a selection of iZotope's excellent limiter modes. The output section also incorporates comprehensive peak and average metering, and there's a bonus, a Spectral Shaping processor, which is also available as a separate free plugin called Neutrino. This analyzes the audio and automatically applies a light finishing to the sound to add that final polish to the various tracks in a mix. For an extra $100, Neutron Advanced adds individual plugins of the 4 main components, the EQ, compressor, Transient Shaper, and exciter, and it can also handle surround sound for post-production applications. But while this collection of modules and features alone would make Neutron a capable channel strip, it's the intelligent analysis and mixing features that are its real claim to fame. The EQ section includes an innovative masking meter. This lets the user analyze any 2 tracks and determine how one may be interfering with or masking the sound in the other due to overlapping frequencies and resonances. The mixer can then choose to dial up corrective EQ on one or both tracks easily, making short work of one of the more vexing tasks that mixers typically have to deal with. The Track Assistant feature can be different things to different users. Instead of providing just traditional presets to get users started with different mixing tasks, this feature provides what's been termed a kind of infinite preset. Once a rough mix of basic levels, and maybe panning, is in place, the Track Assistant can be activated on each track, where it'll analyze the audio, determine what kind of instrument or vocal it is, and then activate the appropriate modules with suitable settings, creating an instant mixed version of that track. Less experienced mixers may find this a great way to get a polished modern sound, something they might not have the experience to achieve on their own, yet. But they can also utilize it as a learning tool. Going through the settings the assistant has made can provide guidance for the kind of tweaks they might want to be able to apply themselves by hand as they gain more experience. And those more experienced mixers should find the Track Assistant a terrific way to quickly and efficiently get a mix going. It can allow them to bypass the initial tedium of making basic starting point settings on each track, just to get the mix to a place where the real fine-tuning and creative tweaking can begin. Either novices or mixing experts can then take the track-assisted settings and further change, override, and fine-tune them until they're satisfied that the mix is perfect, without the extra level of ear fatigue that might result from all the additional time spent getting the initial sounds in place. Finally, the third automatic process here is the spectral shaping of the included Neutrino feature, which is also activated by the Track Assistant. The spectral shaping is dynamic multiband frequency processing. Imagine something like a third-octave dynamic EQ or multiband compressor. But the idea is that it's applied very subtly as a finishing touch to a track that's already been processed by all the other components in the channel strip. It's meant to add a very gentle polish to help each track hold its own in the mix. I'll get into more detail on the specifics and operation of all these special features later on in the course. But first, let's have a look at the basic Neutron channel strip layout and the individual modules.